The state level, they have weekly meeting with all the local councils and also Jabatan Kesihatan in Negeri. Okay, when they study the trend of victims who have died, okay, they study the trend, they go and see where these victims live. It's always in very high density area. Okay, so a lot of low cost flats, places where they have indiscriminate dumping. These are the places. Okay, so you need to get rid of that in USJ2. You cannot allow this dumping thing to happen. Okay, old tires, containers, and all that. Okay, so when you are patrolling, also look out for breeding grounds. You just report it to MPSJ. Okay, now it's very easy because a lot of people are on WhatsApp, so just take photograph, email, help us in that. Third one, when you are patrolling, of course you are looking out for criminal activities. You are looking for people who might break in cars and break into houses. But nowadays, it's also important if we become busybody. If you read about the recent news about what has happened in Sungai Buloh, where two daughters were just killed. Okay, you need to look out for your neighbors. You need to look out for extraordinary activities that may take place in your neighborhood. Okay, when you hear of maybe people being hit by their husbands, domestic violence, you need to be busybody. You need to step up and say, I will report this to the authorities. This has to be done. Okay, so do your part. Don't worry, the police will give you full backing. I'm not asking you to take the law into your own hands. You don't go and hit them. You don't go and take action. Call the police. Okay, so it's good that your RA chairman is an expert. It's very important when you're patrolling, really do not confront them yourself. I don't know whether you have insurance. Safety aspects. And also always go in groups. When you start off, it's always easy to get a strong group, but I hope that this strong commitment will continue for the whole year round. Okay? And want to say that from our office side, we will continue to upgrade recreational facilities or to make Subang Jaya safer. Last year alone, we have built floodlights at this parking area because this area is heavily utilized by the masjid and also penduduk who use this day one, and night is quite dark. So we have already installed floodlights to brighten the whole car park area. Okay, there's one thing outstanding, which is to have a basketball court in USJ2. I know the residents, especially the young boys, they say they don't want to cross the road to go and look for a basketball place. Before the election, they have we have already gone to the very end to sign the papers and all that for MP's office to build a basketball court here. But just after the election, the entire thing was shelved. And they say you cannot apply to this fund anymore. So our office will continue to follow up to find out what's happening. Okay? But other than that, that will be our priority here. Okay? To upgrade recreational facilities. Bicycle lane, we are working on it now. It's just waiting to be tabled at PSJ. The first bicycle lane that we are looking to fix, to construct is in USJ 3 and 4. The inner road, the really long inner road. Once completed, it will be about 5 kilometers. Okay, so recreational, that place, we'll give it a go first. We'll see the feedback from the people, and if it is possible, because this USJ2 is a huge area, I'll also get MPSJ to look into studying the feasibility, because you need huge road reserve for you to be able to have bicycle lanes. Okay, we cannot take away the existing roads. So we have to look into road reserve and also how to connect all this to Taipan, because that's the aim, to reduce the number of cars in Taipan. Okay? Traffic going in and out, for USJ2 is Persiaran Tujuan mainly. At the moment in the morning, you have to make the U-turn at USJ4 there. Okay, because we turn the traffic light from 4 phase to 3 phase. We cannot help it, because we want to improve traffic flow there. Okay? There are requests for us to even close the USJ4 junction, because a lot of accidents. I think just recently another man was killed there, because people don't care, they just come out and then the roads are very busy. MPSJ has already embarked on 2 road widening, you can see in USJ4 and also at the USJ2 traffic like that. Okay? So we will continue to work on all these things to improve traffic flow. The bigger idea would be to reduce the number of cars on the road. Hopefully when LRT is completed, that can be achieved. Okay? So thank you so much for your commitment to make USJ2 a better place. We must work together with the authorities, and I'm glad that you have strong support here. I also want to announce MPSJ has already appointed their councillors. They have appointed 18. There are still 6 slots waiting to be filled. The names are all being vetted at the state level, but USJ2 falls under Zone 3. Okay, over the years, we have had different people placed in Zone 3 to serve here. Some are political appointees. Actually, all of them are political appointees, including NGO councillors, because they are appointed by the state government. So we rotate the NGO quota. The first time it went to the Subang Jaya site, and then the second term it went to the USJ site, Dr. Lloyd, on behalf of Transparency International. Now I've rotated it to Sunway site because I cover 3 areas. So I've given the NGO quota. We have not taken it away. We have given it back to the Residents Association in Sunway. Okay, so Captain Wan, who's the chairman of the RA there, has stepped in to be a councillor. So he will serve in Zone 2. So Zone 1 is Mr. Ken Chia. Can you stand? So this is Ken is the MPSJ councillor. He has served a long time as a civil engineer. For now, Zone 3, we don't have a councillor placed here yet because I'm waiting for another DAP councillor to be appointed, and then I will place that DAP councillor to serve in Zone 3. Okay? It's easier for me to monitor DAP and DAP so that I know that you will get good service. Okay? But meanwhile, you can see Ken Chia has adopted Zone 3 for now. Okay, he's on Twitter. You can also ask him questions on Twitter. My assistant Jen also oversees all the MPSJ related issues. I think a lot of you know Jen. Very hardworking young lady. Okay. So any issues you can also call. But if you have any issues with MPSJ, really the first person you need to call is the MPSJ hotline. Don't call Jen first. She cannot be the hotline. If she's doing the hotline, then she won't have time to do the real work that she's tasked to follow up. Okay? So with that, thank you so much for inviting me. I wish you success. I hope for the whole year. So you must use it prudently. Okay? It's for all your activities. I've looked at all your list of activities. Very busy. Okay? So thank you so much.